For the multi-wave controller setup, we recommend that you plug the controller into a surge-protected power bar. Turn the power bar switch on when using the controller, and when you are finished with your mat session, turn the power bar switch off. For the multi-wave controller, the first step is to power on the unit. Press the red power on/off button to activate the controller. Then you will see the screen light up. The controller default settings will show on the controller screen initially. For far infrared operation, you first need to set the temperature setting and the time duration for your mat session. The controller comes with default settings and you will change this to your desired settings. Press the heat mode button once and you will see the temperature setting flashing on the screen. Press the up or down H arrow keys to set the temperature to your desired setting, as shown on the screen. Press the heat mode button again, and you will see the hours on setting flashing on the screen. Press the up or down H arrow keys to set the hours on for your mat session to your desired setting. This can be set between 1 and 12 hours on. Press the heat mode button again to save both the temperature and hours on settings. These settings are saved until you decide to make changes again. To start heating the mat with far infrared, press the heat on/off button once. You will see the star symbol appear on the top of the screen confirming the mat is heating. Now on the top left of the screen you can see the actual temperature of the mat. The temperature will increase until it reaches the set point. The hours on time will be counting down, and the screen shows the remaining time. When the total set time elapses, the infrared heating will automatically turn off. You can now just cover the mat with a blanket, and let the mat preheat to your set point. Then you can lay on it for your mat session. There is a sleep mode cycle you can activate for all-night infrared heating. Temperature will be set to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, equivalent to 30 degrees Celsius. The infrared hours on timer will be set to 12 hours. Just press the sleep cycle button and the sleep mode infrared cycle will start. The display shows 12-hour time, the infrared star symbol appears, and the quarter moon symbol appears on the display indicating the cycle is active. To deactivate the sleep mode cycle, push the sleep mode button again. The quarter moon symbol disappears from the display, but the infrared heating will stay on, with the normal temperature and hours on settings that you set up earlier. To fully turn off the infrared heating, push the heat on/off button again. The multi-wave controller has an independently controlled photon, red light feature. To activate the lights, press the photon button and the lights will turn on. After 1 hour, an automatic timer will turn the lights off. If you want to turn off the lights directly, just press the photon button again. The multi-wave single-step PEMF feature comes with default settings. To change these settings, press PEMF mode button once. The PEMF timer setting will flash on the display. Press the up or down P arrow keys to either 10, 15, or 20 minutes as you want. Press PEMF mode button again. The wave type will flash on the display. Use the up or down arrow keys to select either sine or square wave. Press PEMF mode button again. The PEMF frequency, Hertz, will flash on the display. Use the up or down arrow keys to select your desired frequency, between 1 and 25 Hz. Frequency is PEMF pulses per second. Press PEMF mode button again. The PEMF pulse duration will flash on the display. Use the up or down arrow keys to select your desired pulse duration, medium, fast, or ultra fast. Press PEMF mode button again. The PEMF intensity will flash on the display. Use the up or down arrow keys to select your desired PEMF intensity, 100%, 75%, 50%, 25% or 10%. Press PEMF mode button again, and this will save all the PEMF single-step settings that you just made. You can now activate the single Step PMF program that you just saved. Press the PMF on, off button and the PMF cycle will start. Now the word pulse appears on the display indicating the PMF cycle is active. The PMF timer indication starts timing down from the time you selected for the single Step PMF cycle. After the PMF counts down to 0, then the PMF stops. The word sleep appears on the display, which confirms that the PMF cycle is in the 100-minute off part of the PMF cycle. This PMF on time segment, plus 100-minute off time segment, will repeat until you press the PMF on off button again, to stop this cycle. After the PMF off button is pressed, the word pulse disappears from the display. The Multiwave controller comes with 10 PMF programs which are 20 minutes long. There are 2 PMF programs which are 1 hour long. Each 20-minute program has a unique PMF program of 4 stages of 5 minutes each. Each 5-minute stage has a unique PMF multiwave pre-programmed. To see the details of how the PMF programs, F1 to F12, have been initially programmed, please see the Multiwave instruction manual. To start a PMF program, simply press the desired program. For example, press F1. The button F1 light goes on. The display shows the word pulse. You can also see the pre-programmed settings appear on the display. For the first stage of the PMF program, an arrow flashes from A to B on the display. After the first stage 5 minutes, the second PMF stage starts, and an arrow flashes from B to C. The new PMF multiwave parameters are also displayed. After the second stage 5 minutes, the third stage PMF starts, and an arrow flashes from C to D. The third stage PMF multiwave parameters are now displayed. After the third stage 5 minutes, the fourth stage PMF starts, and an arrow flashes from D to A. The fourth stage PMF parameters are now displayed. After the fourth stage, the 20-minute PMF program is completed, and the PMF is stopped. The word sleep now appears on the screen. The PMF will remain off for 100 minutes. Then the 20 minutes PMF program that you initially selected will repeat again. This cycle will continue for up to 12 hours unless you stop the PMF cycle yourself. To stop the PMF F1 program that was started initially, just press the button F1 again. The F1 button light will go off, and this PMF program is stopped. This is how you run all the 20-minute PMF programs, from selections, F1 to F10. Press any of these function keys once to start, and then press it again to stop. To start a 1-hour PMF program, simply press the button once, button F11 in this example. The word pulse will appear on the display. 3 20-minute PMF programs will run, as explained in the instruction manual. The display will show the PMF parameters that are running for each 5-minute stage that is working. The arrow will flash from A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A, for 3 20-minute cycles. After the full 1-hour PMF program is completed, this program will automatically stop. If you want to stop the F11 1-hour program yourself, simply press the F11 key. You can start and stop the other 1-hour PMF program, F12, in the same way. Just press the F12 button to start, press the button again to stop. For all the PMF programs, F1 to F12, you also have the option of starting any program, and then jumping immediately to another PMF program. In this example, you can first start the F2 PMF program, then a short while later, you can directly start the F7 PMF program by just pushing the F7 button. You have the full flexibility to do this for any PMF program combination you want. In each case, the button will light up for the PMF program selection you just made. The Multiwave controllers come fully pre-programmed with default parameters for all possible settings. Also, the temperature units shown on the controller display is initially in degrees Fahrenheit. You can change this temperature unit to degrees Celsius. Simply press and hold down the button, heat mode, for about 5 seconds until you hear a beep. Then release the button, and you will see the temperature units on the display have changed to degrees Celsius.